So, welcome everyone. Take a moment to quieten yourself, gather yourself, and inwardly prepare yourself for this morning's journey together. This morning's practice is on the intensity of silent channeling, and let me just explain what I mean by that. By the way, the video is made in darkness. I'm enjoying this darkness, so nothing's wrong with your system if you can't see anything. So many years back, I was at a conference and I met a gentleman who was living a really, to my mind, really balanced life and also quite successful in many ways. He had his own practice. He would meditate. He would do his own practice. He'd also help a lot of people, and he'd help people all over the world. And I asked him the question that how have you manifested such a beautiful life for yourself? And he smiled and said, well, I don't believe in visualization and affirmation. I said, really? Then, well, what do you believe in? He said, if something inspires me, then I get really clear about what it is. And then I sit in silence for an hour. I love that answer. So in other words, if something inspires him, if something uplifts him, he gets really clear about what it is. And then actually, effectively, he lets it go and sits in silence for an hour. A very different take on what some people call law of attraction or manifestation. So in today's practice, we're going to do something really interesting. We're going to sow seeds and then we're going to enter silence. However, it's going to be a little different from what that gentleman did. In today's session, I want to invite each one of you to practice sowing seeds of blessings, of brightness, of inspiration, something that uplifts, exclusively for the benefit of others. So I don't want you to think of a single thing for yourself. It works, it doesn't really matter oneself or others, but today's practice will be exclusively for the benefit of others. So the way it's going to work is, you're going to have some kind of a beautiful intention, something that inspires you. So for example, it could be a world in which there are no hungry children. That could be the inspiration. And if you even want to put it in positive terms, instead of no hungry children, you could say a world in which every child feels safe, secure, and loved. Get really clear about that. And then for about 5 minutes, you will enter inner silence. And after about 5 minutes, I'll invite you to think of something else. And then again, enter inner silence. So in this way, in our 25 minutes that we have left for today's morning session, we will cover 5 topics for the benefit of others and enter inner silence and notice how we become channels of blessings, how we start getting energetically restructured based on what we've intended. So let us begin. Go ahead and select one topic for the benefit of others, for the benefit of life. Get really clear what it is. Could be someone you know, could be some situation. If nothing is coming, just trust that you will still be a beautiful channel, just without a very specific thing that you're aiming at. And now enter inner silence. And just feel that you are being used as a channel of blessings for whatever you've selected, without consciously trying to think of it. Touch an inner silence. So you've made an intention for the benefit of others, and you've just emptied yourself. Just be. It doesn't have to be perfectly empty or perfectly silent. Just do your best. And just be inwardly thankful. Feeling the joy like it's already so, coming into alignment. And for those who've just joined us on this call, we are making an intention for the benefit of others. Could be other humans, other animals, any aspect of life, some kind of an intention. A simple way of saying this could also be we're praying for others, but we're praying without words. So begin by creating an intention. Go ahead, take another topic. Could be someone who's sick, could be someone who's lonely, could be some, oppressed people of the world. And think of what is your intention for them. Sometimes you don't know what to think, just let it find you. Let's all make a clear intention for the benefit of others. And once you've selected it, we will be silent for about 5 minutes. The way to be silent is to choose to be silent, to prioritize being silent, and touch the silence that is behind thoughts, behind sounds. Make an intention, let it go. Make an intention, let it go. And just empty yourself. We're making a really clear intention, and we're entering silence, stillness. Not doing. And take a moment to be thankful, grateful. Come into vibrational alignment with your intention like it's already so. It is already so. And go ahead and make a fresh intention. Those who've just joined this call, we're making an intention for the benefit of others. Anything. Someone you know, someone you don't, could be a group of people, could be a situation. Let it find you. That's the best way to do it. If you're not sure, just be quiet, it'll come to you. And once you've chosen, then again enter inner silence, inner stillness for about 5 minutes. Empty yourself of everything, including this intention. Some people aren't sure how to be silent. It's all right. It's always there, behind sounds, behind thoughts, behind everything is silence. Intensity of silent channeling. Inwardly thankful, inwardly grateful. And just coming into vibrational alignment, which simply means what does it feel like if it's already so? We're doing very well. Let's take another beautiful topic. And I'm inviting you this morning to do it for the benefit of others. Because the truth is, you automatically benefit when you think of benefiting others. Once you've learned this, you can do it for anyone. This morning we do it for others. So think of another situation, group of people, aspect of life that seems not completely in harmony, and make a wish, make an intention, and then let it go, enter silence. See what's coming? And once it's clear, empty yourself, just be. Enjoy the silence. Empty yourself. Just being. Just being. Conventional wisdom says that have an intention and then work towards it. What we're saying here is have an intention and do nothing about it. Don't just do something, sit there, empty yourself. Empty yourself completely. And just being thankful now. Like this is already so, already so. Come into vibrational alignment. Even if it's for a micro moment, come into vibrational alignment with your intention. And let's make one more intention for the benefit of others. When we make an intention, we get so silent. It's like the lake has become so still. The tiniest little thought, the tiniest little ripple travels to the edge of infinity. That's what's happening here. Make a new intention for the benefit of others. Get really clear about what it is. And then empty yourself, enter silence. The language of God or eternity, the language of the universe is silence, silent knowing, silent being. So it's like you're sowing these seeds of intention into the rich, fertile ground of silence. And you're trusting, you're surrendering, you're allowing the process the space it needs. And without a doubt, these intentions will bear rich fruit, such rich fruit, abundant fruit. Not always in the ways you expect, not always on the timeline that you expect. That's none of your business. So, what we've done this morning is really beautiful, really special. Made a clear intention for the benefit of others, and then let it go. Entered inner silence to the best of our ability for about 5 minutes each time. And now that you learned this process, I take away all restrictions. You can continue, if you like, making an intention for others or yourself or any aspect of life. Just get really clear about it. And then enter silence. Can be 5 minutes, can be 10 minutes, or like the person who inspired this process, can even be for an hour or longer. Make an intention, let it go. Make an intention, let it go. Envision and empty yourself. And that is what we practiced this morning. The intensity of silent channeling. Continue your practice. Whenever you're complete, offer thanks. Be grateful. And so it is. Tathastu. Be happy.